Hi guys, welcome back. Anyone that's new, welcome. Go back, watch the first one, otherwise you won't know what I'm doing on this one. Right, just got back from the Christmas market. Ah, it's brilliant. Carol singers, dressed up, old Dickens times, you know, dressed up right. It's fantastic. Really got me in the mood for Christmas. Absolutely brilliant, loved it. Right, okay, so we're at this point. Okay, we've got this all finished on the outside. I'm very happy with that. It's the perfect exact shape I want because I want it to be big and deep. So now we're going to do the hollowing. So I'm going to pop it on the chuck. Like I said, I'm holding it into the recess there. And these are my 130mm jaws. Now I'm going to bring it up like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the tailstock up for a minute, basically so I can get it nicely centered on here. So if I bring this in, I might even have it there for, no, hang on. I'm not making that mistake again. Look at this. Tool rest won't fit under the bowl, so I'm going to put a tool rest down there. Just you know, to demonstrate, to make sure you put your tool rest in the right place. It doesn't fit under the bowl. Right, okay. So I'm gonna loosen the chuck a little bit again, pop that in there, and now I'm gonna slowly tighten up, make sure it's all, yeah, that's running perfectly true. So we're good. We are good to go. Now, I've got loads of meat on the back of this, so I can actually get a good grip in here and tighten it up. If I was too thin, I wouldn't use this. I'd go the other way for a tenon, but like I say, I like a mortise, and that's it. That's enough. I'm not over tightening it. It's dovetailed, so I'm right in there. Unless something silly happens, my chuck comes loose and my jaws contract. This isn't coming off. This isn't going nowhere. Okay, I'm going to have this tailstock there just to start off with a little bit. I don't think I really need it, but I'll have it there just for a short time. Just make sure it's not going to catch on my banjo there, because it's right on the edge here. Okay, right, so the idea of this, I'm going to hollow this piece out around. I'm not going ultra thin with it, because like I say, this is going to be handled and passed around and things like that. So I'm going to come in, hollow this bit, and then I'm going to hollow this bit as a separate bowl. So that's a bowl in a bowl. And when I come in, I'm not going for just a straight down. I want this to have a little bit of a shape to it as well. So yeah, we'll see how we go. So I'll probably leave the tailstock there until it gets in my way and gets on my nerves, and then I should move it. Yeah, so I'm going to do this bit first, then I'll hollow that last. That way I'm going to keep a bit of stability in the centre while I'm taking the outs a bit out. Right, I'm going to, same again, use a mixture of tools, bit of a bell gouges, probably go over to carbides. Carbides be a lot easier for getting in and undercutting there. So, but they do, as I said, if you watch that first, I mean, there's no torn grain or nothing. And you see how I managed to come across with that carbide, the difference between going flat and actually using it and getting not a shear scrape. Shear scrape is if you just hold it over. A shear cut is if you come up and you get the bevel running and you get round it. Shear cutting it is a lot different to shear scraping. Don't get them muddled up. Right, okay. I'm going to get my face shield on, and I'm going to start to turn this, start to hollow it out. Right, turn that down a bit. Now we was up at 1200 before, so there's the phase. I've got the wobbles. Just over 1200 I'm starting with. Okay, that's all running fairly true there. Right, so I'm going to start with what am I going to start with? Right, I think I'll start with smart, I think, bowl gouge here. Okay, so I'm just going to come in and start to take a few. The trouble I'm going to have with that in the way. I'm not sure whether that's... No, sorry, I wasn't tight enough there. That's it, now I'm tight. Thought something had moved. Yeah, the trouble I'm going to have here... It's a bit dusty, isn't it? There's all covered there. See, with having my tailstock here, I can't get my handle over. So that's going to have to come out of the way, I think. Like I say, I'm just going to take this down a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of bounce there, so I'm not getting the right angle because I've got this in the way, so I think that's going to have to come out. Yeah, right, I'm not going to use the bolt gouge at the moment. I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a spindle gouge, because I don't need the same... I don't need the same amount of swing, see? Right, come in this way a bit. The only reason I'm going this way at the moment is because Lisa's getting covered in it, so and so's the camera, so I'm trying to avoid it and get it to come my way a bit. And that's why I'm just using a spindle gouge. It's just a small 1/2 inch spindle gouge. Which, by the way it's cutting, I think it might need a sharpen. Right, I'm going to get this tailstock out of the way. Oh. Just take this point out of it. And get that down the end out of the way. That's it. That's gone. Right. Just want to get where my edge is going to be. Get myself a flat there. Right, I'm going to take back out the bolt gouge now. Oh. 3/8 bolt gouge this time. Right, now I can come over this side, see? Just want to establish where my wall's going to be. And what we're doing is we'll go over into our carbide and see what we'll do. Right, I'm saving a bit of meat around this because I want to get that sort of shape to it, whatever you want to call it. Sorry for getting a bit covered there, babe. Right.
It'll be interesting to see it on the camera afterwards.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna just have a go.
Yeah, straight to the camera.
I'm gonna go to an AU cutter on a 12mm bar. Like I said, this is like having a carbide bowl gouge, this one. You can come in the same, pick up the cut, come down, run around the bottom. Lovely shavings, just the same, and a nice clean finish. Right, so that's with, look, I've got loads of it. That's with the AU cutter. Right, now what we do, right, I'm actually going to go over, this is a 9mm. This is on the SCH2. Now, if used flat, we'll get rid of a lot of wood. The only trouble, it'll be very dusty. So if you turn it over, you can get a bit more of a cut, a bit more shaving. And this is probably going to be the one that's going to be easier. So it gets a bit grabby if you come in flat here. Let me come in slightly. Got the tool rolled over still slightly. This is going to be the one, because I say I want to cut under on this a bit. Wood, getting a bit jumpy there. Right, so that's with the 9mm, and we're still getting shavings.
What did you say that one was?
9mm, that was the box hollower.
Yeah, you said SCH2 before, so it's not, it's the box hollower 2.
The box hollower, that was right. Was it?
Box hollower 2, yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Right, now, so we'll do the SCH then.
Yeah.
We'll try the SCH. Right, this would be the SCH2 with a 10mm AU cutter. Okay, and again we can come both ways. Gives a nice cut, we can come down as well. There's the cut, picked it up. Again, you can see the shavings you get with this tool, look. Lovely shavings. Now I'm looking at this, I'm going to stop for a minute and have a look, see how we're doing anyway. Right, have I got anything in it? No, we're all right. Right, now I'm looking at this because although I want to cut the, I don't know that I want to cut the bowl under or keep this rounded because I'm going to put stuff in. I've still got quite a way to go on the depth anyway. I'm more thinking of this as I'm going on what if I cut it under, I don't want stuff to go underneath it, do I? So I want it to be easy to clean out. Yeah. So I think actually that this shape's going to be nice, like that. Giving that curved shape, and then I'm going to have a curved on the bowl as well. So, right, that's the right. So that's a range of different tools anyway. So for the moment, I'm going to go back to a bowl gouge anyway. Where am I? What were we going for? This one, I think. Right. Back over to a bowl gouge for a bit. So I'll check my tool height there. I'm not sure that I'm just slightly above centre. Right, okay. Right in nice and close, like that. That's it. Right, okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. I wouldn't sit there, mate. I'd move over that end of the sofa. So it's a nice slow cut. I've got a few ridges there. Right, I'm getting to have thicker. I don't want to go too thin on the sides. Right, okay. Yeah, I just want to come down here a little bit on this. Right, yeah, I think I'm going to go for that sort of shape, I think. Yeah. Right. Coming off of there. And I think what we'll do is we'll go over to a more of a traditional grind. It's going to be better for coming across this bottom here. don't want to get the wing too close to that. I'm getting down, I think, to the depth I want. I don't know. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come in again with my carbide so I can get a nice rounded bottom on that. Right, carbide again, SCH3. Get a bit of vibration at the side there. Right, nice clean finish cut there. So now I want to come this way. I'm trying to get this nice round curve here. They've got nice rounded bits. It's going to be nice with my fire, this. Nice shavings like that. Right, okay. A couple of ridges down this side, so I'm going to come down with the carbide to get rid of them. Right, it's nice and smooth there. Now I just want to come along this bottom, get rid of that bit. Hope you can see the shavings you get off this cutter. Right, got a nice smooth finished cut there. I think I'm at about my depth. Right, I'm just gonna right, nice smooth top, just rounding that corner a little bit. Got nice smooth edges. There we go. Right, okay. So I've got a slight, just a little bump there, just on that bit. So the camera, I think what I need to do, get my tool rest more inside there. It's not for the overhang, it's the fact that I can't get the angle. That's it. A little bit there. Right, that's it, they're all gone. Lovely shavings coming, it really is. Right, okay, now I'll work out what I'm going to do with this bit here. I think, to be honest, I want to leave it. Oh, can't touch the side. Keep touching it with me. It's alright, it was only that just there, that'll polish up alright. Put a bit more wax on that. It's just getting this bit here, I want to keep this sort of rounded really. I really wasn't going to go for this shape. Yeah. Right, I'm cutting up here with it. Right, I wasn't going to go for that shape. I was going to use the 15mm negative rake just to come up here and clean this little bit up here. That hasn't cleaned it up. I'll take a couple of spindle gouge. Right, okay. Now I'm going to start to follow that bit out. So now back to the small spindle gouge, small bowl gouge. Alright, now then. You come over here. No, don't touch it. Keep touching it. Right, okay. Bit high there. That's better. Gonna stop and have a look at this in a minute. Right, because what I want to do, I'll put that up there for a minute. Right, I'm going to come in. I'm going to leave this shape on the outside here because, to be honest, I don't want to have an under where stuff's going to go under. And obviously for the peanut bowl, that's got to have a rounded bottom. If you make a bowl for your nuts, you got to have a rounded bottom because you do not want your nuts going either side. Going either side. You want your nuts to stay in. What are you laughing for? What are you laughing for? This is serious stuff. There's nothing worse. You put your hand in to get your nuts, and they're not there in the middle where you want them. What are you laughing for? So I want a curve in the bottom. I want it to be rounded bottom, so the nuts are always going down there. So you put your hand in, you go like that, and you can get your nuts out. You stop laughing. Right, that's all going well. I'm happy with this side anyway. I'm happy with all this. That's come out nice. That's all done nice. Yeah, I've got the same sort of thickness down here as I have there. So I've got a little bit deeper on this to go. I ain't got to go over deep because it's just got to hold some nuts in there. So will you stop laughing? Right, get it back going, guys. Ignore Lisa. I don't know what's the matter with her. Get a little bit more speed on here. That's it. We're just over 1400 now. I think actually I'm gonna take this in this way a bit, I think. Right, loaded that up there, so that's quite nice. I don't want to go too thin. I'm not going to go ultra thin. This isn't an ornament. This is a functional piece. stuff out of there. Right, nice. Right, now then, I've got a tiny little bump just there. Get rid of that, and I think that sides are alright. Yeah. It's on this bottom bit. Gone, that's it, right, okay. Let me have a look at that, and then I think I'll be sanding at that. Yeah, that's nice, rounded bottom. You keep your nuts where you want them. Nothing worse than sitting there watching telly and your nuts are going in the wrong places. And you can be so childish at times, you really can. Right. Got a tiny little bump, I just feel it just there. Just a little bump there. So get rid of that. Run there. Just feel, just there, right there. What you're going to do is I'm going to put a pencil mark on it, I'll see it. Really light cut there. That's it. And what I'm going to do, I'm come in with a 15mm negative rake, and that will just clean that up slightly. Beautiful. So if you've got your 15mm negative rake, that's just like your negative rake scrapers. It's a bit hot when you put your finger like that. Right. A little bit just there, just there. Getting rid of that little bit. That's it, gone. Right, okay, we'll get over to doing some sanding. Right. So we'll slow that down a little bit. Right. Sorry. We'll get dust extractor in that on. Right there. They had plans of this being like having an undercut, but I suppose when I've done it now, I think it's got to be this shape.
Right, we'll hold it up properly.
So I can get my nuts held properly. You can have your taco inside. That's it. Looking all right. Because of the shape of this, these ain't spinning that well with the shape, but I'm not having it for that. It's just I haven't got any paper that goes lower than 180. Got that one. Working alright anyway, so that was 240, you're going up to 320. Now. Right, found a little bit better sanding them by hand. Outside this, I caught that, didn't I? A bit of paper then. Where's that gone? It was there, it's stuck to the inside. You're very easily amused, aren't you, darling? Right, just got to touch this outside bit here. Right, so I did catch it with me banjo. now. That feels alright. On the rag. Right, that's alright, it's all nicely sanded up. Sanding lines on it, but that's all right. Now this food safe stuff is it does say on there when you use it that you don't put any sealers on for this, so I'm not. I'll just cover that over and we'll put some of this on. Oh, I've got another rag here. Oh, that's going to drink it. I think actually the tissue is not the best. I think it would be better with rag actually. Use this. This is a micro pore stuff. That's it. It's starting to soak into the cloth now, so that'll be better. There we go. Actually looking quite nice, that.
It's nice spotted beach. Spotted?
Huh?
Yeah, it's spotted. What is it? Spotted beach.
Spotted beach, yeah. Yeah. Spotted beach, so so you put this on and then you leave it for a while and then you can sort of slowly take it off, well, buff it up a bit more coats on. Take this face shield off. Oh, so that's pretty much there now, guys. As you can see, you use a variety of different tools. You can, I mean, you can do it with all just your bowl gouges if you want. If you ain't got bowl gouges, you can do it with carbide. You can do it with all your different tools. But your flat cutters tend to be a bit more grabby than your cut shape ones. You can get away with that. If say it's alright if you roll them over, but yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That's well, it's got plenty of oil on it, so we'll leave that for a minute. So it takes about 30 minutes to be touch dry on that stuff, so that's pretty much it finished, guys. Like I say, this is going to be an everyday item. This is going to have peanuts in the middle, and let me just get that white round a bit of tissue, and crisps around the outside. It's not having dips or anything like that put in it. I don't put dips in it. Right, let me just give that back a, well, it's just a bit of sawdust around it. Right, let me put a tissue down on that. Right, so there we are, guys. There we go. That's my crisp and peanut bowl for Christmas. Yeah. So we're going to be happy using that.
Yep.
And there you go. You can, as I say, you're doing anything like this, if you're doing anything to sell or that, you can spend a bit more time with the sanding and stuff. I haven't got the sandpapers. I've only got these little discs. I don't normally use it because normally 180 is the lowest I really sand with. And I didn't get none of my sanding paste on this one because, like I say, that tends to seal, and you don't put any sealers on if you're using these food safe oils. But I can at any time, because I've got that recess on the back there. At any time I can come out, remount that, and I can just give it another wax, another oil in or whatever. But there we go, done. Right, well, thanks for joining me, guys. Oh, I didn't bring. Oh, I was gonna. Yeah, I forgot I was gonna bring a little cowboy out to show you. Lisa's gonna run and grab it. Show you. I've got to just move some bits off the camera. Yeah, Lisa's just gonna run. I'm just gonna put this over here. Right, pull the camera up a little bit. That's it. Lisa's gonna run and grab one of the little cowboys I've done. The little cowboy hats. Done them out of the magnolia. Pretty sure it's a magnolia. It's well mature, grown sort of a magnolia tree, and it's the guys cut all the bits off of it, all the branches, the big branches. He's cut it right back, and he's dumped them all in the back of the park there because it's just on the back of him. Dumped them over his fence, and slowly I'm getting some nice bits of it. But it's wet. It's really wet, wringing wet. So that's nice. If any of you have watched Johannes, the Hat Man in America, he does all the hats. Fantastic. And I like doing the miniature hats. I love doing miniature cowboy hats, all hollowed out. Got to do them really thin. You use the light as well on it, so you get them really thin. And I should demonstrate one of those on my next one. Right, we've got one here. Lisa's just come back with it. Right, so this is the one I done the other day, which we done as a gonk. And it's been glued on now, his cowboy hat, but that's all hollowed inside. And that's all down to about 1/16 of an inch thick. Okay. You able to see that? Yeah. Lisa's painted it up. That was a very light coloured wood. But yeah, that's one of our cowboy gonks. That. And that's the hat. And as I say, to get it to, you turn it nice and thin. And then to get it to curve like that, I'm using this one. This is one I've turned. Could have done this maybe a little bit thinner, but this is one I've turned this morning, and I've put that in there. And you put some elastic bands over, and it's slowly curving. And over a couple of days, that will curve. That will get this curved shape like this. You'll get it to curve. Okay. And I keep wet every so often. I put a bit more water on it. I have this stand on the bathroom windowsill, and all I do is I run the tap, get it sort of warm, hot, not really hot water, but warm water. Put it under, let it wet, and then just leave it to sit again. And slowly it will curve round. Okay. And with these bits, you can put some bands on there as well to crush that in, and that will help to pull the top of the hat in. But yeah, this is just another one I'm making up for. It's going to be for another. It's slowly getting its curve. That was only done this morning. As I say, it takes a couple of days for it to get its curve. You don't want to rush it and do it too quick. So, and what I've found, I'm doing it, the grain of this actually goes that way, across that way. Because if you do it that way with the grain, it will bend quick, but what will happen is it will bend too fast and it will snap. It will go down the grain, it will end up breaking. So it's best to go this way where the grain's going across, so you pull it over that way. There you go. And you'll see that one in a couple of days. I'll show you that one, how that's curved. And yeah, so I should do that on a couple of videos, make that. There's loads of them on YouTube, cowboy hats, absolutely loads of them, different hats. But I like doing these miniature ones, and you haven't seen me turn one, so there you go. If you're not interested, doesn't matter. But I'll be turning one. So he's our little cowboy. He's got his little guns there. Okay, his tash and his beard. Lisa does that. She does all that bit. I just turn the stuff. So there you go, guys. Put him over there. Right. Well, that's my bowl done. So I'm going to give this a few more coats of oil. Got a couple of little sanding marks there, but that was off of these because you can't get round properly So I should have just done it with hand pads, but never mind. It's only going to have crisps and stuff thrown in it. It ain't going to be nice for long. Don't worry. The time we're throwing it around to each other.
You're going to throw it at me.
At least I keep trying to get around on my nuts. Right. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Hope that's been of interest for you. Toodle pip.
Bye, guys.